our channel and to our baby series. This is episode number 2.
My name is Mulo and this here is Ntokozo, and she's beautiful.
Thank you, babe. Guys, I really hope that you have watched episode 1, but if you haven't yet, I think we'll just add a link in the description box. But yeah, please make sure that you subscribe, that you like our video, and of course to hit the notification bell to be part of the notification gang.
The thing that we wanted to discuss in this second episode, in this second installment of the baby series is the actual pregnancy.
Yeah.
I think we can dial it back to when it all began. I mean, in the first episode we discussed
whether or not we were ready to be parents.
Yeah. And so after we had made that decision and waited 2 years, I made the big step of asking for your hand in marriage.
Oh yes, we did. If you like it, then you should have ring.
And soon after, very soon after, like crazy soon after, we found out that we were expecting
a little bambino. So how I found out that we were pregnant, I like that, that we were pregnant. It was soon after my birthday. I remember the moment when you came home and I told you, babe, I don't know if I still have that video, but you literally were the happiest that I had ever.
From that moment on, I knew I was gonna have a son. I knew in that moment I was gonna have a son. I knew it. I promise you.
For real?
I
or
knew
like
it. I just knew it.
Happy.
I imagined myself right there and then as a mini me, like someone I'm going to pass my swag on with. We're gonna dress the same. I already started thinking 5 years into the future of someone who we just found out was coming into our lives.
Exactly. And we were so happy, guys. I think I even cried when I found out, and I became so emotional because the timing of it all, it was so great. Like, Sima came at the perfect time.
So obviously, because you were doing Rhythm City at that time and you're working with brands, disclosing that you're pregnant was kind of sensitive.
It really was.
Into how is it going to affect your work.
I think what was the greater task for me was, who do I tell? And who do I keep it away from? Well, for as long as I could anyway. And obviously the family was the number one priority. And then I told my friends, guys, if I could literally show you everyone's reaction when I told them, I swear, I'm like, I did not know.
This one was treating the whole thing like a reveal of some sort. I'm like,
the full shebang. I'm like, I want to send everybody little notes and like small gifts, and just record them finding out. Obviously, there's always like that social media part of it all. Like, when do you feel that it's the right time to reveal it? And I kept it away from social media for about 7 months.
We shot some really interesting campaigns trying to hide the bun.
Exactly, because also you get quite sensitive about who you want to let in, and the energies around you as well.
Let me give you the bad, the good, and the ugly.
Yeah.
Pregnancy is no joke for anyone. It's hard work. And as the guy in the situation, all you can do, all you should do, all you must do is just stay supportive.
Yep.
Obviously she's going through a lot in terms of like her body's changing, her mood swings are double what you expect. If there's any time to lose an argument, it's that time.
Yeah, that's very true, because you also dealt with a lot. And I think what we should do, or what I learned when I was pregnant, was that I also need to be a little bit more understanding, that even though I'm going through everything at the exact same time, it's like it's hitting me all at once, but here's this other person who's also there with you, so I need to let you in because you don't exactly know what to expect. I mean, this is new for both of us,
so another thing that's from a guy's perspective that I think is never voiced is the fact that like you're not going through all the physical changes, right? So month 3 is first trimester. Even terms that you're hearing for the first time, and whatever happens in the first trimester, you start getting used to that, and then bam, there's a second trimester, brother, which is completely different from what the first one was. And even then it's like her body's changing, certain movements are strenuous.
I was out and about probably until the day Sima was born.
Mm.
I was out
Yeah.
and about.
Yeah.
And I just remember having moments of, when you realize, like, okay, I see myself in the mirror, but I kind of sort of don't recognize this person physically, and that kind of messes with your state of mind, because you're so used to looking one way that when you get pregnant and you start seeing like all the changes happening, by your body, it kind of gives you, sometimes it's like certain kinds of insecurities. Other times it's both joy and confusion, because you're like, okay, I know that this phase is gonna pass, but it affects so much more. And then you open your wardrobe and oh my goodness, nothing fits. Nothing fits, and now you have to go shopping for new clothes. And this is the one time I did not enjoy shopping.
This is where, again, I stress and emphasize for the man in the situation to stay positive and supportive. You don't want to stress or add on stress level to a lady. What you must do is make sure that at all times you're maintaining the calmness.
Yeah.
You're maintaining whatever is stressing her. You are taking care of that. You are taking all the lashes if you need to take lashes.
Yep. So definitely a lot of lessons were learned during the pregnancy. One thing I did enjoy though was the picking out. Oh, guys, I ate the whole world. I had the whole world in my hand.
I suspect I gained a little weight with you.
Babes, listen, we were eating out all the time. If we're not eating out, we are in the house eating even more. And I have no stresses and no problems with eating, right? It's just that I needed a partner to do it with me. The whole time, for 9 months straight. I have a new food obsession every single day. And when my food obsessions come, I mean, it's not just a craving, it's an obsession. I will probably have that one thing for about 3 months, and Mulo had to make sure.
As the guy, you always step in, you solve all the problems. That's what you do. Whatever problem there is, you solve it.
Now I am not one for working out, so I never worked out a single day in my life, but
keep her active. It's important.
Yeah, but we were going for walks, for example. So going to the park, checking out the neighborhood, because we just moved to Cape Town.
Oh,
and
my word. We had to go through an entire province move during the late stages of pregnancy as well.
Then you must also fit in the time that you want to spend with your family. Like the family that we were leaving in Joburg. And that alone was like a journey and a quarter, because Babambako Spokane, Babambako Dayton, you know what I mean? Like everyone is just like so widely spread out. But we squeezed it in. We managed to move to Cape Town 2 months before Rasima was born.
Another thing that's important in the term of the pregnancy is the doctor's visits, which happen very regularly. And I would suggest that if you're a man who's involved in the baby's life, that you are also present at all of the checkups with the doctor. When you're present in the checkups and the doctor's visits, I think the connection comes there as well with your child. In that you see the progression and the growth. And so from as early as possible, I would suggest that the connection between father and child happen. I mean, I learned this quick trick that if you want to connect with your baby as a man, you must read to the baby while the baby's still in the stomach. You must also speak to the baby as often as possible. I did this thing where I played Sima classical music from the get-go, from the jump.
I would be sleeping on the couch. Next thing you know, there's like this cold device on my stomach. Mulo leaving his phone on my tummy so Sima can listen to
So my little man can be cultured.
It was so great, and like all the belly rubs, and the foot rubs, because guys,
I mean, I think that's something that you need to touch on, because what are the physical changes that took a toll on
Okay, for me it was, so I mean, Sina was quite small for like the longest time, so I didn't always feel pregnant. I think for about 6 months I was fine. And then came the 7th month. I don't know, it's like I went from this to like that in the space of like a month, So by 7 months I was fully showing. I couldn't even hide it anymore. So Sima had grown, and then I could just feel my back. My back was always aching. My feet were sore.
I saw all of that.
Yeah, and you went through all of it, and I was sleeping. That when I say all the time, sweetie, I mean all the time. I was tired throughout, you know. So small little tasks, like when you have to wake up and make food, you're like, ugh, maybe I'll just starve for like 2 more hours because I'm just so tired. I don't want to make food. And then right click insert. Here's Mulo. He's there. He's always making me breakfast. He's rubbing my feet. He's giving me a back rub. Like, you know, if I was ever a perfect person to go through a pregnancy with.
Stop it.
It's this guy.
Stop
Yo,
it. This is your time to shine as a man. If you can support your lady through that process.
Ding! All in all, we had a great pregnancy. Thank God we never had any complications with baby. We are blessed with a beautiful baby boy and we love him dearly, and I'm so thankful that I had you throughout that entire journey. You were such a champ.
Hey man, I'm thankful that you were around to bring my son into the world. Thank you, transport.
Alright guys, so that's it for episode number 2. We really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to hit us with a thumbs up and to subscribe if you haven't already. Notification bell for the gang. And I'm Ntokozo, this is Mulo, and we're outie.
Z7 must play.